Good morning everyone, welcome to Ojaswat IAS Academy. So today we will discuss the MCQs of 23rd June and you can also join us on our Telegram channel and you can find the link in the description box also. So let's check out what are the 10 topics which we are going to cover in today's MCQs. So here is the list is given and try to get at least 7 questions correct out of 10. So let's begin our today's MCQs. So question number 1 is with reference to United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Statement first, UNCCD is a non-binding international agreement linking environment and development to sustainable land management. Second, it encourages the participation of local people in combating desertification and land degradation. So the correct option here is B, that means statement first is incorrect, and it is incorrect because this agreement, that is UNCCD, is a legally binding international agreement, not non-binding, and it links environment and development to sustainable land management, and it was established in 1994 and derives directly from the 1992 Rio Earth Summit, and its objective is to combat desertification and mitigate the effects of drought in countries experiencing serious drought, particularly in Africa. And India has committed to achieve land degradation neutrality status by 2030. So you have to remember this, and India is also signatory to this agreement. And context is that the World Day to combat desertification and drought is observed on June 17. It is an initiative of UNCCD. Now question number 2 is with reference to International Criminal Court. Statement first, ICC is a permanent judicial body and a part of United Nations. Second, it has authority to investigate offences committed in any country around the globe. So the correct option here is D, meaning both the given statements are incorrect because ICC is not part of United Nations system, so it is very much confusing. You have to remember it. And statement second is incorrect because it prosecutes individual and its authorities extended to offences committed in a member state or by a nation of member country, not everyone. And ICC is a permanent judicial body created by 1998 Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, and it has jurisdiction over 4 main crimes, that is genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and the crime of aggression. And India did not sign the Rome Statute, and therefore India is not member of ICC, but India is member of ICJ. Now you have to tell where is the headquarter of ICC and ICJ, that is International Court of Justice. Now question number 3 is with reference to ghadials. Statement first, ghadials are found across Indian subcontinent. Second, the IUCN status of ghadial is vulnerable. So here the correct option is D, because both the given statements are again incorrect, because ghadials are river dwelling fish eaters which usually harmless to humans and are found only in India and Nepal. So they are not found across Indian subcontinent, and the IUCN status is critically endangered, so the ghadials becomes important, and their habitat is threatened because of human encroachment and disruption through building dams, canals, fishing and sand mining activities. And they are found mostly in Himalayan river, and geographical ranges includes Ganga, Ramganga, Mahanadi, Girwa, Son, Chambal, Ken river. And context is that as per a recent report, the number of gharials in Odisha is declining, which is a negative indicator. Now question number 4 is World Investment Report 2020 has been released by. So the correct option here is C, meaning UN Conference on Trade and Development. And as per the report, India was the 9th largest recipient of FDI in 2019. Also, FDI in India has increased in the year 2019. And India was among the top 5 countries in Asia in terms of FDI attracted, and the FDI inflow in South Asia is increased by 10%. And here is the chart of FDI inflow to SAARC countries for 2019 is given. You can check out it later. Now question number 5 is the type of solar eclipse when sun appears as a bright ring. So you have to choose a correct option, and the correct option is D, meaning it is a annular solar eclipse. So if we see solar eclipse, it occurs when it's a new moon day and when moon comes in between earth and sun and the three bodies are aligned. So total solar eclipse happen when the moon completely covers the sun as given in the image, and the partial solar eclipse occur when the moon only partially cover the sun's disk, and the hybrid solar eclipse occur when the same eclipse changes from an annular to a total solar eclipse along the eclipse path. And the annular solar eclipse takes place when the sun's disk is not big enough to cover the entire disk of the sun, and during this eclipse the sun appears as a bright ring or an annulus. So it is very much evident in the diagram, and context is that an annular solar eclipse was observed in India on 21st June 2020, which is also International Yoga Day. Now question number 6 is, in the context of Indian modern history, consider the following statements regarding Robert Clive. So statement first, he was the first British governor of the Bengal Presidency. Second, during his tenure, British East India Company won Battle of Plassey. Third, Clive also imposed dual system of administration in Bengal. Fourth, Treaty of Allahabad was signed between Robert Clive and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. So the correct option here is D, meaning all the given statements are correct. So Robert Clive was appointed as clerk in the service of East India Company in 1743, and the siege of Arcot in 1761 during Second Carnatic War gave a major boost to his career, and during his tenure British East India Company won the Battle of Plassey, Battle of Chinchora and Battle of Buxar, and these battles paved the way for British conquest of northern India. Now here question for you is, you have to tell between whom the Battle of Chinchora was fought and in which year. Now question number 7 is, recently Aadhaar payment bridge system was in news. So statement first, you have to tell what are its benefits. So eliminate inordinate delays. Second, transfers benefits and subsidies in a seamless and timely manner. Third, customer not required to open multiple bank account for receiving benefits and subsidies. So here the correct option is D, because all the given statements are correct, and it is a unique payment system which is implemented by National Payments Corporation of India, that is NPCI, which is very much important with the point of view of UPSC. UPSC is constantly asking question on this, so you have to check out further details and the initiative taken by the NPCI. And it uses Aadhaar number as a central key for electronically channelizing the government subsidies and benefit in the Aadhaar enabled bank account of the intended beneficiaries. Now question number 8 is, recently Internet Freedom Foundation was in news. Statement first, it is an Indian non-governmental organization. Second, it conducts advocacy on digital rights and liabilities. So the correct option here is C, meaning both the given statements are correct. So IFF files petition and undertakes advocacy campaigns to defend online freedom, privacy, net neutrality and innovation. And this foundation was formed out of Save the Internet.in campaign, which was a voluntary driven campaign, and this campaign was in support of net neutrality. Now question number 9 is, recently the term Axon was in news. So what does this term stands for? So the correct option is A, meaning it is fermented soya bean of Nagaland, and it is also spelled as Akhuni, and it is a fermented soya bean of Nagaland and known for its distinctive flavor and smell, and it is used to make pickles and chutneys or curries of pork, fish, chicken, beef, etc., and it is prepared and eaten across Nagaland but is particularly popular among the Summi tribe. Now question number 10 is Kyasong was recently in news. So where is this place or city located? So the correct option is C, meaning North Korea. So here is the map is given and you can see it is a special city in the southern part of North Korea. So always look these kind of places in the map which are constantly in news. You must be knowing in which country they are located and where they are located in the world map. So that's all in our today's MCQs. Hope you guys are liking the lecture, and if you want to contact us, these are the details, and please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest update of the videos. Also like, comment and share the video, and if you want information regarding UPPSC examination and its test series, you can also contact us. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice day.